Okay, we're back. Sorry, just well, shoot. Anyway, well, if you guys make it back, we're back. This one, just let's go to live part 3. Anyway, if you guys have a chance to make it back at all, sorry about that, I had to restart. Live now. One of these. Which one's this? Okay, cool. Looks like we're good. Anyway, if you guys make it back at all, I'll finish the reading here. And let's get the... All right, I think we got it now. Oh, cool. It's on. Okay, cool. All right, excellent. Did you guys make it? Make it back? Sorry about that. My computer just ate it. Hello. Oh, she made it. Yay! You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, I have I usually do this on my laptop, which it works perfectly fine, but I built this like crazy desktop and it just like sometimes just explodes. But I need the processing power to be able to do all the cameras and all this stuff. So anyway, blah blah blah. Sometimes every couple hours or something, it goes haywire. Thanks for coming back, Miriam. As far as your reading, again, to wrap things up, it was just that this Ace of Cups in reverse is just a reminder to really take this work seriously in the Hermit. Can you guys hear me? Everything? The sound good? Too loud? Too low? Anything? Oh, everything good? So it's just a reminder to take this very seriously, to really, what I would do right away, the simplest solution here, for at least it was, go run out and be vital. For you, it's to really take the time to kind of control the horse, so to say, of the mind. And immediately what I would do is I would just go into YouTube and look for some guided visualization, some guided imagery. And literally just make it a routine. You schedule it for yourself before you go to bed to just, listen to these guided visualizations. They'll help you focus on your breathing and clear your mind. This man's a beautiful man. So just honor it and come to the table with his level of emotionality. Now, you said before I restarted, you said something about your feelings or not being able to express your feelings or something like that, or what was... find out your Venus, find out his Venus, and because it's your love nature, it's how you love, right? So if you're aware of how somebody loves and they're aware of how you love, then you can love each other with love. Oh, Daisy made it. Yay. Sorry about that. I had to restart. When you guys find out what your Venus are, it's amazing, because what happens is, say somebody has like, Venus and Leo, for instance, they want to be celebrated like they're a fucking celebrity, like just like you have to be like, woohoo, like I love, it's like Hollywood romance, right? But like a Cancer, they're gonna want to talk about their feelings. They're gonna want to demonstrate, show feelings experientially, right? Maybe not intellectually. They're gonna want to know that you're there to go to sleep with them. They're gonna want to know that you're serious about family. And wanting to connect and those deeper levels. So when you know each other's love nature, you can know how to stimulate them in a way that shows them that you love them, right? Some people, it's going to be like material goods, right? A Taurus, you buy them a physical gift, they're going to flip the fuck out. They love it, right? So anyway. Oh, you're welcome, Elise. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. And so anyway, Miriam, good luck to you on your journey. Daisy, what the hell's going on with Daisy? I'm sorry. I think you may have asked a question already, but I had to restart, so I don't have it. But if you want to tell me what you're looking for in regards to a reading, And then if you have any information about your sun sign, if you have any information about your moon sign or your rising sign, and any background on the subject matter, that'll help me navigate it. Now, again, this is... Oh my gosh, another Gemini? Wow. Yeah, the Geminis are just waking up right now. The Geminis are just like ready for action, ready for something new. You're welcome, Miriam, and bless you on your journey. Venus and Taurus. Well, you ain't messing around. Venus and Taurus, you're just ready to grab him or her by the throat and just take him down to the church, huh? Rising Gemini? Holy bananas. Man, you got a quad party going up in that piece. Oh, I love it. Gemini's funny, man. That's my 12th house is in Gemini. That's where my Mars is. I fight like a Gemini. Look the hell out. I'll clobber you. Gemini rising. Wow. What does this month have in store with me? Well, it's funny you'd ask, because it's your birthday. You're ending one solar cycle, starting a new one, right? You have Venus in Gemini, so it makes you more attractive, more exciting, more exuberant, more energetic. And then we have Venus going retrograde in Gemini. So I was just talking about this. It's something to be aware of, because when Venus goes into your sign, it makes you more attractive, more excited. People are attracted to you more. People who wouldn't usually be attracted to you are attracted to you. People who you wouldn't be usually attracted to, you're attracted to, right? So there's a lot of excitement, and Gemini is an exciting sign to begin with. It wants a lot of stimulation, and I think Geminis are basically, the Gemini energy is what's kind of pushing this need for everyone to kind of come out of seclusion, right, and get out and back in public. If that's that Gemini energy coming up, people want to connect, people want to cuddle, people want to meet, people want to talk, people want to have dinner, they want to go talk over wine, blah 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 blah, right? Two people like meh, 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 meh. Gemini. So what's coming up for you this month, astrologically speaking, is some mindfulness, right? Because, yep, happy birthday. It's some mindfulness, because as you're going to start getting a lot of activity, lots of attention, you're going to be interested in a lot of things, mentally stimulated, you're going to want to get engaged in things, right? And it's exciting, right? It's like we have all these new opportunities, but the problem is with Venus in a retrograde motion, it's going to bring stuff from the past back, number one. And then also the things that you're going to get excited about and you're going to want to invest in, you're not going to feel the same way once Venus goes direct at the end of June. So it's kind of a predicament. So the best way to frame the situation is to look at it and say, okay, well, I've got 6 weeks of fun, right? Second half of May all the way into the whole month of June. I have an opportunity for a lot of stimulating fun, right? But I can't invest in the stimulating fun. I need to really make this about my own journey, my own experience. And, maybe in the love department, someone comes along and it's a great fling with Gemini, that you kind of have the twins there. So you're looking at a triad, maybe a third party, three-way. I mean, you know what I'm saying, right? Now with your double Gemini, I don't even want to imagine what's going on with you, but that's your business, not mine. Be mindful about situations that can appear to be more interesting than they are or long-lasting than they really are. Whatever you're excited about come the end of May and all of June, you're not going to feel the same way about come July. So don't invest too heavily. Okay, so I'll give you a 3-card reading. All 3 card readings are complimentary. A donation of any amount, and I'm happy to give you a full Celtic Cross spread. They're just a lot more energy, and I was doing it for free for a while, and it's just kind of an energy drain. But let's do a 3-card reading and just kind of see generally where you're at. So, Miss Daisy, beautiful name, by the way. Beautiful name. Okay, Miss Daisy, so you're going to pick pile 1, 2, or 3. It's kind of a choose your own adventure. Choose your own adventure for Miss Daisy. So here we go. What's driving Miss Daisy this month? What's driving Miss Daisy? What's driving the future? We don't need to see my dome no more. Let's get into the tarot view. Miss Daisy, what door do you choose? Door 1, door 2, or door 3? YOLO, YOLO. Yeah, of course you came in the list. You came to the right place at the right time, and I'm ready to get it on. Anastasia Enchanted, hello, may I get a 3-card reading, please? The answer is yes, you can. And we're going to go ahead and say that Daisy, YOLO, and then Anastasia, we'll go ahead and get to you in that order. And I think that's going to be my total commitment for the evening. So anyone else coming in, we're going to have to wait till next session. But pile 3 for Daisy, you got it. Pile 3 for Daisy. Oh. All right, Miss Daisy, let's see what's going on. What does this month have in store for me? Now, this is always from a spiritual dimension. Okay, so let's see spiritually what's happening for you. Okay, now, not a bad place to be. This is the nature of the reading, right? The nature of the reading is the 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles is about gratitude. It's about luxury. This is somebody it's kind of very Taurus kind of energy, right? It's everything's luxurious. You have fine fabrics, you have fine foods, everything's come together nicely, everything's grown together nicely, and you have a sense of appreciation for this abundance and beauty in your life, because that's what it takes to actually generate that, is an appreciation of it. Because when we don't appreciate things, they don't stick around, right? So this is demonstrating that right now you're in a state of appreciation for what you do have, and that's a wonderful thing, because that means it's going to keep growing as long as you're able to sustain that. In your recent past here, we have the Knight of Swords, and in the future here, we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. We're going to go ahead and get some clarity on this. Something's not being clarified, and yeah, there's some dude. You got some dude energy here. It's weird. I've had this for a couple of Geminis tonight. The Knight of Cups in reverse. So let's check this out. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So you're kind of chilling in the state of gratitude, so to say. So I would say that generally speaking, for the month, you're kind of at peace with your environment, at peace with where you're at and what you're doing in general, which is nice. The Knight of Swords in reverse is, now we're going to start getting a little narrative around what's going on here. Now I'm getting a feeling that there's somebody you either cut off, or somebody who's wanting to make a comeback. I don't know who this person is, but they're in your past and they're in your future. Well, we got daisies and we got just like daisies. Oh my gosh, this is great. Hey, dude. Yeah, you can ask me a question. I'm going to be finishing Daisy's reading here. Then we got YOLO. And then we got Anastasia Enchanted. I was going to just do those 3. But if you hang out, and you want to hang out, and you're still around after I do these 3, then I'm happy to answer something briefly, a 3-card reading for you. But that's going to be about it. Then it's my bedtime. So I don't know who this is, Daisy, but there's some dude in the past that was not mentally clear, charging at you upside down like a fool. So I don't know who that is, but you don't need that. Now, I just feel like what's happening for you, as in a general 3-card reading sense, is that you're kind of at peace. This person's not. They're like, oh my God, I screwed up, or I didn't do it right, or, you know, this is like that goofy dude you don't want to be with, but they don't quite get it, right? They're like, they don't get the message. They're not getting the sign. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of like it's like the guy at work almost who's like, you know, oh, should I ask Daisy out? And you're like, oh God, I hope he doesn't ask me out. You know, it's this kind of energy. I don't know what it is. It's like they don't quite get it that you don't need it. You don't care. I don't know. I'm just calling the cards the way I see it. Upcoming in the future, we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. It's just it's something. It's this not working out. I just see you being kind of caught up in some bullcrap you don't really want to be a part of. Let's see, for clarifiers. Yeah, I mean, maybe a great time to turn off your phone for a month, or I don't know, something like that. I'm just calling it how I see it. Justice card in reverse is a lack of accountability. Somebody's not owning their shit around you, and you're not having it. That's as simple as that. And then they're coming and they're trying to offer something that's just, it's an empty cup. Like when that cup's upside down, all the water falls out, right? But then they're sitting there like a fool, like, no, girl, I know you want it. And you're like, dude, you got no water in that cup. You need a cup, bro. So I'd say generally for you, it's just kind of more of you're at peace and you have balance and gratitude, and there's some kind of foolish energy around you that you need to basically just, you know, cut on. Now, as far as love, let's look at some numbers here. We got 4. Okay, so 4 weeks, 4 months. But it might not be something that you're open to, or not open to, but that you don't see coming, right? So just look at this here, okay? And here's this dude. He's sitting by this tree, and he's staring at the 3 cups, and he's wondering where the 4th cup is. Well, it's right next to him. He's just got to turn his head 90 degrees, right? Yeah, I mean, you're so Daisy. I mean, just confirmed these cards so good. He was mentally stable, and I couldn't deal with it. Okay, look at this. The Knight, he's charging forward, right? He's charging forward, and the sword is the mind, right? It's mental, right? Yeah, you kick me down, whatever you... Dude, I put out my energy. If you guys have anything to give back, thank you so much. And if you don't, I'm just here trying to provide a service from my heart. I love you guys. Thank you so much. $1 is great, man. What an acknowledgement. I really appreciate it. I really do, Daisy. So no worries. It's all good, man. And if you don't have that, that's fine too. Don't worry about it. But anyway, it's funny. Daisy, you're so funny because here's this mental imbalance. Here's this Knight of Swords. The Knight's like the young man charging forward, wanting to get something, right? And he's in reverse. I mean, this is the ultimate, you know, mentally challenged buffoon. So yeah, I mean, I guess the cards really did call it there. So I guess what I'm saying here, as far as, you know, just doing a short reading for you, is the 4 of Cups is, you know, you may have something show up for you, and you may not see it. It may not come in the package that you expect. So keep your eyes open over the next 4 weeks, 4 months for something unexpected. Love comes in strange ways. So anyway, that's your message. Just avoid the Noid, avoid that fool. I mean, he's a total doof. I can tell he's a doof. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Just Like Daisies. I appreciate the donation. That means a lot. Thank you so much. Now, 4 of Cups. Anyway, so yeah, there's your message there. Thank you very much, Daisy. And if anytime anybody wants a full reading, just hit me up. Like, you can email me, streetlevelspirituality@gmail.com, or you can hit me on my website. It's street-level.net. Hit that contact form. I also have a live chat. Just hit me up. We can do a Zoom call. Dude, I do it all on sliding scale, dude. You guys got $5? No problem, dude. Let's hang out for like an hour. We can chill. You got $25? Then great. Thank you for honoring my time. But we're just here to hang out and have a good time and spread some love. I always appreciate it. Thank you so much. Daisy, was that helpful? I hope that was helpful for you. Okay, good. Yeah, just avoid the doof. You don't need that doofiness in your life. He doesn't get it, dude. You're so beyond his vibe, dude. You don't need that stuff in your life. Love and light to you, Daisy. Hopefully that was not only informative but entertaining. I do strive to be entertaining also. Okay, all right. So if you guys don't mind, just like Daisy's did do a pay donation. So if you don't mind, I'm going to give her a reading first, guys. Are you cool with that, YOLO and Anastasia? She's giving resources forward, and I would just like to honor that if that's cool. And if you guys could just hang out for a second, then I'll give her a reading. Okay, so just like Daisy's, I appreciate the donation. Do you want to hit me on how's my reputation at my previous workplaces? Your reputation at previous workplaces. And do you mind if I ask what your reason for asking this is? INWH meaning, is that okay, Anastasia? Is that cool? Thank you. I appreciate that. I just want to honor here. And when you say INWH, INWH is, I'm assuming like the acronyms for where you worked or something. I'm sorry. I'm not totally sure. Okay, so I got a popper here, so I'm going to put this right here at your first card here, and let's get into your reading here. I don't want anyone to have to wait too long here, and let's go right to our tarot view here. So this is your main reading. People at WH calls it my current reading. Oh, okay. Well, I'll just tell you what I'm seeing here. Now, this is absolutely unbelievable. You saw me just shuffle this deck a zillion times. Now, there's a willingness to make peace with this situation, whatever that means to you. Let's look at the reason why, or what's influencing it. It's new opportunities. Let's see what's going on here. My current workplace to talk about me. Look up, yeah, that's what I assumed. Okay, cool. So what's your reputation? Okay, your reputation. There's a willingness to make peace with the situation. It looks like it's going to be good from what I can see. Now, is there any particular people that you're having struggles with, or okay, you're worried it's going to affect your future. Okay, so you want to come into more of a, okay, so yeah, I mean, honestly, to be honest with you, just looking at this overall real quickly is, you know, and again, I do readings for spiritual growth, so please, like, it can sometimes I can be a little blunt, you know what I mean? I hope you don't mind, but it's I like to get to the stuff that's going to really lubricate the situation and move forward, okay? So I'm not going to sugarcoat this. I'm going to give you the reading the way I see it, okay? Is no matter what's happening with these with these dynamics, with these other people, ultimately everything in life comes back to us, right? And that's the spiritual work, right? So ultimately here, this is about you turning off the outside and turning on the inside in regards to career, right? So sometimes we can kind of make things about outside things when we're a little uncomfortable about having to face it on the inside, so to say, right? And it's human nature, and we all go through it. We all do it, right? I mean, for me to get to a point where I'm doing astrology and tarot readings is unbelievable to me. It's embarrassing. I've done corporate work my whole life. You know, I'm shy about telling people. I mean, it's so hard for me to come to the conclusion and knowing and trust that this is who I really am, right? And I just have to do it, right? So I'm getting the same message for you, is that ultimately this is just about your responsibility, and your outside experiences are a reflection of that, right? So we'll hit this on a few different layers, okay? So, but I just want you to know first, before we move into it, is that ultimately, I see. So the conflict, okay. So ultimately, this is just about maybe you're being directed away from something that isn't necessarily for you. They may not share the same value systems that you do. So the message here I'm getting overall is that this is about you creating your own foundation. So, you know, maybe you do have, man, this isn't, I'm getting a lot of complexity with this reading. Okay, so there's a lot of different things going on here, okay? But ultimately, this is about you recognizing the master that you are and creating a foundation for yourself, because this is the master. This is the person who's completed it on themselves, and they're proud of themselves that they've done it on their own terms, okay? You may be so powerful in your place that it actually rubs people the wrong way and agitates them because they can see your power. So if that makes any sense, okay? So jealousy and stuff like that. Now, you might be a really highly intelligent person and very capable, and you might even be more capable than the people that you're working with, and there's jealousy, okay? Now, when we know that we're more capable, it's easy to kind of appreciate ourselves, right? And not be sensitive with other people. So we need to be sensitive in the workplace. Okay, now now that I said all that, let's get into the reading, okay? So yeah. Now, if you're a highly capable person, people get jealous, right? I mean, I'm really picking that up for you here. Now, what I'm feeling though is this, okay? Is that ultimately, is that you're willing and they're willing to make a compromise and to find middle ground here and find peace in the situation. There's a willingness to find peace in the situation. So to answer your question, yes, there is a willingness to find peace. And what's motivating that is simply that we can move to higher grounds, right? We can move on from this, right? So this might be the situation, the opportunity's there, but it's really up to both parties to approach it with equal sensitivity, right? So there's the two cups, right? So you have to come to the table sensitive and kind to kind of balance out this negative energy that's coming at you. You don't want to respond with fire, okay? And like I said, there's a lot of levels to this, okay? So I'm gonna hit you on a few different levels. I'm gonna try to keep it simple and then try to keep it all together and give you a summary here, okay? So there's a willingness to move to higher pastures, okay? To ascend to new levels here, to move on from this tension, okay? But you can't fight fire with fire. If you fight fire with fire, you're gonna get fire. So you have to come in with sensitivity, come in with emotional sensitivity with a cup, and that will be reciprocated to you, okay? That's what you need to know there, okay? Now, in the spiritual realms, this is the message that's going to help lubricate the situation, help you get out of here, okay? Now, this is the card of somebody who's kind of appreciating their own mind, right? So he's got all these swords. The sword represents the mind, right? So this is somebody who's really appreciating their own mind, and I think this is the nature of the issue on both sides, but in different ways, right? So you know you're right, you know they're wrong, they're envious, they're jealous, or whatever it might be. This is a lot of mental power gameplay. So this is the spirit, the angels and the spiritual message simply saying that this is the nature of the issue that needs to be overcome, right? Is we need to put aside this kind of like shallow aspects and come to the table with a good heart regarding the situation to resolve it, okay? And it doesn't mean anyone's right or wrong. It just means this is how we're going to move forward if we want to, because if not, then it's just doesn't do anything. So in the recent past, we had the Fool. So this is somebody who's kind of innocent and thinking everything's just going to go right by being a wonderful person. And from everything I can see here is that you're highly capable, you're highly intelligent, you've done everything right? Look at this. This person is just like innocent and ready to make it happen, right? But there's also a cliff, and this little dog's warning this person, saying, hey, you know, you're so optimistic, you're not really seeing things for what they are. So you might have walked into a situation where you didn't have the support around you that was really appropriate. So, you know, what I'm saying here is basically I'm trying to get to the fundamental dynamics of what's happening here so we can actually get somewhere with it, right? So there's no doubt that you're in the right. And it's just how do we manage this situation moving forward? And like I said, it's all about getting over the rights and wrongs of it and into approaching it with honesty and sensitivity What's motivating this subconsciously is basically you don't want to be left out in the cold. You don't want to be, you're tired of being treated like shit. You're tired of being abandoned. You're tired of being abused for being an innocent and wonderful person in what you're doing. You're scot-free, you're doing good. Now, this is a great card in your near future because this is a homecoming, right? So this is somebody who went through trials and tribulations and is moving forward in their life and has a reason to celebrate, right? So that means you were able to emotionally approach the situation with appropriateness and move forward. And I would say that to answer your question, what is my reputation? Well, your reputation is going to be what you make it in the way that you handle this situation. And you're going to do it the right way. You're going to do it with sensitivity, and you're going to come out the bigger person, so to say, in the situation. And just have faith. Like, don't worry about all the circumstances that are happening right now. Like, it's gonna work out. Your attitude in the situation is moving away from this sense of innocence. You've learned that some people can just be shitty. You learn that some people can be jealous, and you're not willing to put yourself in harm's way anymore. I think that you've kind of got a bitch around you, frankly, or some kind of energy that's not kind, because the High Priestess in the environment around you, it's very much intuition, but it can also be kind of like psychic vampirism. And you know, whatever this energy is, or whoever this energy is, like, you just basically just need to not feed it. You know, it's just not good for you. Greatest hopes and greatest fears is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Seven of Pentacles is kind of that you're concerned basically that all your efforts to invest in your future are going to be compromised by your reputation being compromised, or that this is going to affect your ability to provide for yourself or take care of yourself in the future. It's just your hopes and fears, right? It's your ability to sustain yourself. And again, that's just in our mind. Now, as an outcome here, you have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse is, it can be kind of an over-investment into your work areas, putting too much in, working too hard at it, just basically wasting energy in the work environment. So whatever that means for you, I don't know exactly what that means, but being too invested in the work environment, working too much, getting too tangled up in it. So you want to avoid anything like that. And really, you know, what's influencing that is like I said, the Four of Pentacles, this is a self-made person. This is somebody who's, you know, I mean, I hate to say it, the feeling I get with this conflict is simply that you're probably more capable, and you're probably destined to be your own entrepreneur or somebody who kind of is a self-made person. And your power is seen by others, and not everybody, especially if they're unfulfilled themselves, is going to treat you with the respect that you deserve. So again, stay focused on your path, on your foundation, and try not to get wrapped up in the work environment and all this negative Nancy, you know, noise. Now, in regard to your question, though, like I said, your question was specifically, what's my reputation? Your reputation is in your hands right now in the way that you manage the situation. So you come from an honest place about your boundaries and about your truth, and you do it in a gentle way, and you're home free. Okay? And what the cards show here is that this is going to transition and transform into something that really gives you an opportunity to celebrate about. So that's your reading. I hope that's helpful for you. It does seem like some conflict. Keep being the beautiful person you are. You're doing a great job. Transform your anger and frustration that's pointed at people into an offering of sensitivity, showing them that you're the higher person in the situation. Being an example, right? Now in the Tao they say, what's a good man but a bad man's teacher, right? So it's our people who are on the path of spirituality and truth have grace, right? And they afford grace, and they have a bleeding heart. They allow negativity in, and then they respond back with sensitivity and a demonstration of a higher expression. Hey, the Hierophant, how are you? So anyway, just like daisies, hopefully that was helpful for you. Do you have any other questions? Does that kind of explain? I've always tried to explain the spiritual journey behind it, right? Not necessarily the outcome per se, but I did get you taken care of there. Okay, now we do have a couple patient people. Yeah, the people coming in, to be honest with you, I'm not sure how many more readings I can do, but if you want to hang out, I might. Hey, Bilabani. Now, anyone who just came in the last few minutes, Bilabani, I'm backed up probably a little too much for tonight. If you subscribe and hit notifications, I go on almost every day. And if you're the first to arrive, I can give you a full reading. You know, I can really take care of you guys. So just if you could do a subscribe, turn on the notifications, and in the next day or two, just show up as soon as you get the notification. You'll be in early. It tends to be really slow at the beginning, and then gets really busy. So thanks for stopping by. But if anybody, again, if anyone does make a donation, I will put you to the front of the line. I do appreciate the energy exchange. Again, do people think I steal? By demonstrating your character is what's going to really sculpt that perception. And that's not your perception to dominate, right? I mean, there's people that think certain things about me and they've thought about me for years that just aren't true. But what I do is I keep coming to the plate with kindness, gentleness, and grace. And it demonstrates value and character. You know someone by the fruits of their own labors, not what they say or what they force, right? Okay, so yeah, but anyone who wants to do a donation, I will do a full Celtic Cross reading for. I am going to honor, I believe it was YOLO, YOLO, are you still here? If YOLO is still here, I will do your 3-card reading. You've been really patient. And then if YOLO is not here, or right after YOLO, I'm still working. Oh man, I'm getting a little tired here. Then we have yeah. Oh, who was the one after that? My robot's not working. My robot usually keeps everyone in order here. I screwed up. Oh, Anastasia Enchanted. Anastasia, YOLO. Oh, cool. YOLO's here. Okay, so we'll do YOLO and then we'll do Anastasia. YOLO, please hit me with your question, and please hit me with your sun sign or ascendant sign or anything you know about your own astrology. That'd be really helpful, just so I can get an idea. If you have a question that is about work or love or anything specific like that, please give me a little bit of background, and I'll shuffle while you're doing that. And then same with... Oh, Priscilla, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, it's getting a little busy, but you're subscribed, and I'll hit you up, and just as soon as the notification goes out, just swing by real quick, and I can give you guys you guys get plenty of time. So, yep, Anastasia coming right after YOLO. General love reading. YOLO. I can't pronounce your name. Give me a general age range and a relationship status. And the last time you were in a relationship. Some general ideas here. Or if not, I can just give you the cards and you can fill in the blanks. Your call. Love general reading. I do a 3-card reading for free. If anybody wants to expand it out to a full Celtic Cross. Priscilla, you get my most dedicated viewer award. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you stopping by. It's nice to hang out and be bored together. Right? We make boredom look good, right? General YOLO. Okay, cool. So I'll give you 3 cards, and you can check it out. We'll see what's going on here with YOLO. YOLO, do you know your sun sign? All right. YOLO. Really appreciate a subscribe. That helps. I'm trying to grow my channel, and if anyone can subscribe, that's awesome. If not, it's all good. All right, so YOLO. Why don't you pick? You're gonna pick either pile 1, 2, or 3. There's 1, there's 2, and here's 3. Whoop. YOLO. 1, 2, or 3. Scorpio. Yep. Deep sensitivity, deep emotional energy. There we go. There's our tarot view. Scorpio. Scorpios are determined, emotional, passionate, magnetic, exciting, can be jealous and self-indulgent if it's not in balance. Their planet is Pluto, their element is water, and their body part is the genitals. Anyone who knows that, they know. All right, YOLO, YOLO, lo, 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 lo. Un, do, or tre, and we'll hit you with your 3 cards. Looks like I got a little bit of a delay going here. $12, 1, 2. So I'm gonna put 1. I'll put 1 and 2 together. How's that? 1 and 2 together, and then we'll do it like that. How's that? 1, 2. All right, here we go. Page of Cups in reverse. We have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse in the past, and we have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse in the future. Let's get some clarification about where this is going. Things are slowing down. Things are slowing down. Okay, so let's see here. Page of Cups in reverse. Page of Cups usually is this kind of new opportunity showing up. Page of Cups in reverse is some sort of creative block. Feeling some sort of blockage on some level. And creativity is all based on masculine and feminine energy. So it could be, just kind of simply not understanding how the masculine and feminine energy dynamic works. I'm not sure if you're straight or not, or what your situation is, but it's not really about boy or girl in a genitalia sense. It's a sense of creativity between masculine and feminine energy, negative and positive energy. So when you're feeling a creative block, it's really important to kind of understand how that process works. There's initiation, which is the masculine energy, and then there's receptive energy that brings something to fruition, which is the feminine energy. So it's a responsibility of a man to be mindful about what he intends, and it's a responsibility of a woman to be discerning of what she's allowing what she allows herself to receive, because these are expensive things, and like we all know, with the symbology of a baby, is that you have to live with what you create, right? So it's learning how to wield your sword and becoming more responsible with what you're creating and what you're intending. And then also what you're willing to move forward with is really the nature of a creative block on a very technical level, right? So you're looking how to connect with masculine and feminine energy. And I would just say, get really clear about your intentions. That's what is going to move that creative energy forward. Get very clear about what you're intending in your relationships and your romance, okay? In the recent past, you have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. The 9 of Pentacles in reverse is, it's just like I had in the last reading. It's kind of an overinvestment in work. It's, financial setbacks. It's just, you're working too much. And then you're like, well, where's my love? And you're not really balancing it all out. So you need to balance out your work environment and, be available, get a manicure, shower, scrub your balls, do all the stuff you need to shine up, feel great and sparkly and really confident in yourself, and really balance the energy in regards to, make yourself number one, so to say. Now, in the outcome here, I have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. 7 of Pentacles in reverse is really trying to hone in on what that long-term vision is, but it takes time to first kind of take that time to yourself. It's like, I feel like what the message I'm getting here is that you're one step behind in really finding that next movement forward in a proper way. This is spiritually, right? So we can ignore all this and we can just go hook up with someone, right? I mean, we can have divergent and unharmonious connections with people, right? So don't take this as any indication that you're not going to get what you want. You can go create whatever you want. I'm just saying this is the path that's going to really put your ducks in a row and really make sure that you're moving forward in a healthy way. That's going to give you what you really want, right? So less work, balance it all out. There's like too much mental grinding, there's too much investment in one thing, right? So you need to take that time. Like I said, go shopping for yourself, manicure yourself, do what you need to do to really feel on top of your game. Get some great cologne, whatever it is. Now, and then the step after that is then to start making that investment into really getting out there and really showing off who this beautiful person is that you are, right? Now, nobody wants the person that just got off work, is the message here, okay? Right? Now, and they're slowing down. You're looking out, so you don't really know yet. You're kind of like, well, I don't know what that means. Here's this guy telling me all this stuff, but I don't really know, right? So you're going to go out in the world, you're going to look, and you're going to say, hey, you know what? These are the different possibilities I have. I can kind of take this approach. Like, it's getting to know yourself, right? And when you know yourself and you feel beautiful, and it's okay. I don't know if you're a boy or a girl, but if you're a boy, it's okay to feel beautiful as a boy. It's okay to be feminine if you're a woman and you have to kind of fend for yourself sometimes. You know what I mean? So, it's okay to be beautiful, whoever you are, right? And it's okay to have that relationship with yourself and really develop that relationship with yourself. And for some people, it can be hard because they hide in their work, they hide behind things, so they don't have to deal with certain feelings, right? So anyway, so your message is there's about 2 steps. It's about slowing down. This is about slowing down. Okay? And really just look out in the world and develop this beautiful person. Now, as far as time, I get 8, the number 8. So it could be 8 weeks, 8 days, 8 months. But that's how much time it's going to take to go through this process. And then once you go through that process, you're going to really find yourself in an area where people are going to be really attracted to you and really want to move closer to you, so to say, right? So anyway, so Lil, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I appreciate your time. I hope that's helpful in some way. It's okay to be beautiful. That's your message, okay? All right, I hope that was helpful for you. And then 8 weeks, 8 days, 8 months. Look at that time frame as far as moving forward. Want to try to take care of everyone here. So we have the beautiful Anastasia Enchanted, who has been super patient. And I'm really looking forward to helping you also. I'll do a 3-card reading for free. I do a full Celtic Cross reading for any donation amount. And we can transition reading at any time, but don't worry about it. You better believe it, YOLO, and you can roll by any time, and I got your back. All right. Being beautiful is a great thing for everyone. Anastasia, what would you like to know about, Anastasia? I would like to know if Brian is my soulmate or not. We have not talked for a while, but I still feel a very strong connection with him. I am a Sagittarius sun, and Brian is an Aquarius sun. Oh, very good. Very good. Well, at least you have... Let's see. Let's look this up real quick here. Sagittarius, Aquarius. Yeah, I mean, at least you have Capricorn between you guys. If you didn't, you'd be screwed. So you have a sextile in your sun. That means you're within a 6th piece of the pie in the zodiac to each other. You are ruled by your thighs. You're the Sagittarius, right? Yeah, you're ruled by your thighs. He's ruled by his ankles. I thought I would just say that because it just gave me a visual that sounded kind of funny, right? So, Anastasia thighs, he's ankles. I'm just trying to imagine how that works. How does that work? Thighs and ankles. I've never heard of that. Anyway, that's your visual for the moment. You guys can think about that while I'm shoveling. Let's see here. Aquarius he is innovative, admired, liberated, revolutionary, eccentric, perverse. Lucky you. And can be unemotional. Those are the shadow side, right? He is ruled by the planet Uranus, and his element is air. Anastasia is optimistic, good-humored, honest, intellectual, loving, irresponsible on her shadow side, and can be tactless if she's not mindful. Her planet is Jupiter, and she is a fire sign. So you're fueled by his air, right? Aquarius moon, Libra moon. Oh, okay. So you emotionally connect with him on the Aquarius side. Okay, gotcha. All right, getting pretty sleepy here, but I think I got one more in after this I can do. Uno más. Uno más. Yeah, Priscilla had to go. I'll try to take care of everyone here. Okay. Just look in here real quick. Sorry, my robot queue isn't working for some reason. So the Hierophant, if you're still here, I do have time for you. But then I think that's about it. I'm pretty much sizzled. All right. You about ready? Let's check this out. What do we got here? Brian. These cards are so funny. I can sometimes shuffle them for hours, and then like literally the same exact card that I put down the first card for the last reading. It's the first card. It's interesting names. All right. Okay. Yeah, and just so you know, Aquarians are going through a lot of stuff too because Saturn's just went into their sign and then it's going retrograde, so they're taking on a lot of responsibilities and burdens and stuff that's just not really fun. So it's a wonderful time to, you know, kind of warm in spirits and kind of be there for them a little bit. Well, I guess you have that in your emotional nature. Yeah, so between your sun and your emotional nature, you get to have a lot of responsibilities coming up here. All right, and Venus is going retrograde. So if you have any exes that can come back. Yeah, so Brian could come back with this whole Venus retrograde thing. Just be mindful. It may not be what you think if you decide it during that period. Okay, so here's 1, 2, or 3, Anastasia. Would you like pile 1, 2, or 3 to start your reading? What's it gonna be? 1, 2, or 3? I'm gonna grab a glass of water while you decide. I'll be right back. Okay, 2 it is. Let's get refreshed a little bit. That was nice. All right, let's see what's going on. All right, not quite time to celebrate yet. There's still work to do. Okay. Coming out of some really stable emotional energy, and coming in the future, you're coming out of waiting for this. So what I'm seeing is that in the past, somebody showed up who's got a cup. I mean, look at this. This is somebody who's really in touch with their emotions. I mean, this has Aquarian man all over it. I mean, it's a man sitting in a chair in the ocean. He's got his foot in the sea. There's like fish and stuff, right? Come on, right? I mean, maybe more Pisces, but still, it's very much Aquarian as far as a masculine energy. This is a man who's super in touch with his emotions, who knows himself, and he's got inner confidence because he has an inner vision that he's very in touch with. His outer world does not dictate his reality. So this is in the recent past. In the moment right now, it's saying it's not time to celebrate just yet, right? There's still work to do before you come home and celebrate. So that's interesting. We have the 4 of Swords in reverse in the upcoming future. So that's coming out of a lot of patient solitude and patient waiting and a lot of inner work and emotional resolution, right? So that's somebody who was drowning in their emotions, and so they had to actually go and lay on the slab and dry out and literally just have all their emotions like taken out of them. You know what I mean? So whatever the situation is with you, you've gotten in touch with this man. Now I'm kind of curious about what's happening here with why is it not time to celebrate just yet? There's still, oh, I see. Okay, so this process that you're about to come out of here, there's still some emotional victimization or some emotional anger or frustrations that are still not resolved yet. And it needs deeper and further meditation before you come out of this. So this is kind of barking at the moon. And this is stuff it's not real. This is old stuff. This is childhood. This is past life stuff. He's bringing up some emotions from the past that you don't feel clear on yet. He's helping you get past them. So whatever this is, whatever this time apart is, because since he's in the recent past here, whatever he symbolizes to you is bringing up these past emotions, and you're just about through it. You're just about clear enough to reach out again. You're just almost through this to where you can see the light moving forward, right? So this is really about your own. I mean, again, I do readings for spiritual development. So, if you want to reach out, you want to connect, you want Brian to be a part of your life, then this is about you conquering your own inner adversary as far as your own emotions. So the things that sometimes, like, I guess the analogy is like, sometimes we have to afford grace, right? So, and this is a hard lesson I think in life, is that, there's sometimes things people don't act the way you want them to, or situations don't turn out the way you want them to turn out. And then it's kind of like, we can get a little like grumpy about it, right? So whatever this is, he's triggering that in you. He's kind of like digging in the deeper portions of your being to help clean you out. And that's a gift that we give each other in relationship, right? It's the part that we usually hate about our partners, right? But they kind of trigger stuff in us, right? So he's just kind of, whatever he symbolizes, he's kind of this archetype that's kind of triggering and squirting and squeezing these parts that are deep, deep in you that you really want out, right? So he's this kind of like beautiful gift of a person for you. Now, you're just about out, right? You're just about out, but not just yet. But you're going to have a reason to celebrate real soon here from doing this hard work. And as soon as you really feel like you've made peace with your emotions, that you can sit by yourself without feeling angry or agitated or frustrated about something that he symbolizes, then it's time to move forward. Get up off this slab and give him a call, so to say, right? So let me see. Yeah, there you go. There's your outcome right there. So you've got the two innocent children. This is vulnerability. He's showing up with the cup. He's like, I love you. And you're like, well, I love you too, and I just needed to go through process that shit. Now I'm ready to show up with my cup too. So that's your spiritual message. Hopefully that helps for you. But this is a wonderful outcome. I mean, to me, this is the ultimate card of love. Other people look at the Lovers or the Two of Cups. To me, this is the ultimate card of love because it's two children, right? This is innocent, sweet love with vulnerability. This is people talking from their feelings. This is where you want to be, right? I mean, isn't that the kind of love everybody wants? It's innocent and sweet, and it's experiential, not intellectual, right? It's not thought out. You're not forcing someone to tell you they love you. You actually feel it when you spend time together. So anyway, Anastasia, I hope that helps. Brian, it's always a reflection of ourselves, right? It's always our own inner work that bounces back. He's totally cool. He's ready to go. He just wants you to show up with your cup and be a child and be childlike with him. So hopefully that's helpful for you, Anastasia. Well, yeah, I mean, it does in the sense that if you want it, right? I mean, we have to do the work to show up, right? And that's what any soulmate does for us, right? He's saying, in him being him, it's asking the best of you, right? So you show up with the best of you and you're going to have harmony, right? So, this is, it's seeing the gift that he's bringing to the table, reciprocating it, and then you get that back, right? So the answer I'd say would be yes, but like anything, we got to do the work. So I hope that helps you. I mean, it's beautiful. I mean, who wouldn't want this card? You know, as an outcome for a love reading. I mean, that's if I've ever seen two soulmates, that's it. So anyway, so thank you very much. I hope that was helpful to you. And I think that's it for the night. I think let's see, Billy Bonnie. I think Billy Bonnie's gone, right? All right. Well, I was going to take care of Billy Bonnie if he was still here, but it looks like he probably is going to show up another time when I have more time. Thank you, everyone, for showing up tonight. I hope that was helpful for you. I just read the cards the way I see it, Anastasia. So, okay, wonderful. I'm glad that helped. Thank you so much. Feel free to like, subscribe, turn on the notifications. And the next time I give a reading, if you have another question, I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. Anyway, thanks everyone for coming by. And I look forward to seeing you guys again. And you have a wonderful evening and have a wonderful week. All right.